to make Nigeria all the way to the global stage. Well, the Nigerian Football Federation invited members of the task force of PFAN to a meeting at the Secretariat to see possibility of settling their case out of court. Well, recall, there was a court order that the election should not go ahead, and then there was an appeal that the election should go, and so it's been a case of back and forth between the Players Union and the leadership of the NFF. And Philip Schreiber, who is the Deputy Governor of Edo State, says he's in to make sure there is peace in the land. Talking about that football. Well, Super Eagles midfielder Ogenekaro Etebo says he and his teammates will do everything possible to make sure Nigeria qualifies for the 2026 World Cup. The Eagles missed this year's World Cup in Qatar after losing on away goals to the Black Stars of Ghana in the playoffs in March. Etebo was in action for the Eagles as a 1-1 draw in Abuja was not enough to qualify Nigeria to the World Cup, but enough to see Ghana go through. And speaking about missing out on this year's edition in Qatar, Etebo said he had high hopes of playing in his second World Cup. Quoting him, says, "I have had good memories. Was at the last edition in Russia, and I had hopes of playing in Qatar, but it was not meant to be." He was quoted as saying, well, the 2026 World Cup will be co-hosted by 3 countries: the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. The 3 countries featured in Qatar, with the United States making it to the round of 16, while Mexico and Canada crashed out in the group stage of the tournament. And Etebo says, "I feel the hurt. Hopefully, 2026, we shall be there in the USA, Canada, and Mexico." Yes, it's a tournament that's going to be an enlarged one, an extended World Cup. And Etebo says there is just no way Nigeria will be missing from the next World Cup. But I say one thing at this point, it's about walking the walk, not just about talking the talk. And talking about Nigerian players and their achievements outside of the shores of the country, having monitored Nigerian forward Anthony Nwakame since his days at Trabzonspor, former Turkish champions Fenerbahce may dump their chase for the prolific striker for yet another Nigerian forward, Peter Olayinka. The Slavia Prague striker is in the last year of his contract and could depart the club at the end of the season. Since his move to the Czech Republic 3 seasons ago, Olayinka has been in brilliant form for Slavia Prague and has registered 43 goals and 23 assists in 169 appearances for the 7-time domestic champions. While the 27-year-old attacker has led Slavia Prague to 3 league titles and has been a consistent performer for the club. According to reports in Turkey, former Turkish champions Fenerbahce are keen on signing Olayinka after failing to secure his services in the last transfer window. Fenerbahce currently sit at the top of the Turkish Super League with 29 points after 13 games, and the signing of Olayinka could prove to be a great addition to the Yellow Canaries. What should the deal for the striker go through? He will join another Nigerian, Bright Osai Samuel, at the club. Talking about Bright Osai Samuel, well, he caught the eye of Nigerian football lovers just when we took on the Portuguese national team in that international friendly before the World Cup started. He was, of course, the positive side in that game. Even though Nigeria lost scandalously, one man stood tall. Bright Osai Samuel, the man who won the penalty for us that was missed by Emmanuel Bonaventure Dennis. He plays right there in Turkey. So we waited to see if Olayinka, the man who dons the colours of Slavia Prague in the Czech Republic, will move all the way to Turkey for Fenerbahce. Well, it's still Magic 102.9 FM. Soccer Swag is the name of the show. Well, let's quickly look at what's happening in other centers. Talking the Nigerian Women's Football League. It's since started. Well. Week 2 results were some of the results that I had before me here. Ibom Angels beating Abia Angels by 1-0. Hadland Queens lost to Delta Queens by 2-0. Well, some of the results that I'm getting right now. But we shall, of course, confirm those results for you before we leave the studio tonight on the show. Yes, talking women's football, club football must get back on track. Ladies, of course, they are some of the very best. We've got some of the very best players in the world playing domestically, and we must find a way to harness our girls and ensure that we get back to conquering Africa and also representing the world very, very well. Talking women's football on the show. Head coach of Rivers Angels Football Club, Edwin Okon, is confident his team will bounce back from the opening day defeat at the 2022-2023 Nigerian Women's Football League as they look to get their season back on track on match day 2 against Osun Babes. The Jewel of Rivers lost 2-0 to champions Bayelsa Queens in Yenagoa last Wednesday and will welcome Osun Babes to their Adoke Emesomaka Stadium in Port Harcourt today. Rivers Angels are looking to reclaim the NWFL title after a disappointing performance in the last Super 6 playoffs saw them dethroned as they finished third on the table. So, of course, that game has since been played, and we shall confirm the result to you before we leave the studio tonight, right here on the show. Well, of course, it's 6:14 p.m. and counting. Soccer Swag is the name of the show. We're trying to establish a connection with Mr. Samid, who is in Qatar. Hopefully, we'll try to do that in a bit. But then before we get to Qatar, let's talk about some of the transfer stories happening around the European continent. Who is going where, for how much, why? Well, Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal are interested in Valencia United States midfielder Yunus Musa, who is just 20 years old. Barcelona are tracking Arsenal and Brazil winger Gabriel Martinelli, 21, with a view to making a move for him in the January transfer window. Borussia Dortmund will be willing to sell England midfielder Jude Bellingham, 19 years old, next summer for 100 million to 150 million euros. That's about 86 million pounds. Paris Saint-Germain president Nasser El Khelaïfi says everybody wants to sign the amazing Bellingham, and the French club will go through Dortmund first if they want to make a move for him. Portugal forward Cristiano Ronaldo, 37, is yet to make a decision regarding an offer to join Saudi Arabian club Al Nassr. Tottenham have emerged as a favourite to sign 25-year-old Ivory Coast midfielder Frank Kessie from Barcelona. David Moyes faces the sack as West Ham manager amid an increasingly tense relationship with club co-chairman David Sullivan. And England playmaker James Maddison, 26, and Belgium midfielder Yuri Tillemans, 25, have been linked with leaving Leicester City, but the Foxes will be resistant to letting either player leave in January. Real Madrid are set to beat Chelsea to the signing of 16-year-old Palmeiras forward Endrick, who can only move when he turns 18 in 2024. Italy midfielder Marco Verratti, 30 years old, will sign a new contract with Paris Saint-Germain in the coming days. And Aston Villa will be offered Leicester City and Denmark centre-back Yannick Vestergaard, 30, during the January transfer window, according to reports in the UK. Newcastle have been inundated with loan offers for 18-year-old Australia forward Garang Kuol after his performance at the World Cup before he has officially joined the club. But the Magpies agreed a £300,000 transfer with Central Coast Mariners earlier this year, with Kuol set to move to Newcastle in January. Arsenal, the Gunners, have not ruled out recalling striker Folarin Balogun, 21, from his loan spell at French club Stade Reims in January as they assess the injury to Brazil forward Gabriel Jesus, 25 years old.
Our target is to win games and be in the top 4 at the end of the season. So,
well, one of the very best players to have ever graced the Premier League, Eden Hazard, or one or two of his interviews there when he was back, of course, playing, in England. Well, his decision comes after Belgium were knocked out of the World Cup in the group stages. A page turns today, said the Real Madrid player. Thank you for your love and for your unparalleled support. He added on social media, thank you for all this happiness since 2008. I have decided to put an end to my international career. The succession is ready. I'll miss you. The words of Eden Hazard. Hazard was part of the squad that reached the semi-finals of the 2018 World Cup, losing 1-0 to France, and went on to defeat England to finish third. He made his debut against Luxembourg, coming on as a sub to become the 8th youngest player for his country, and he went on to feature at 3 World Cups and 2 European Championships, as well as captaining the team 56 times. Hazard played in all 3 World Cup games in Qatar, but Belgium only managed to score once in a 1-0 win over Canada. They were beaten 2-0 by Morocco and drew goalless with Croatia. Belgium manager Roberto Martinez stepped down on Thursday following their exit from the World Cup. And Eden Hazard says, au revoir, bye-bye to international football. I'm probably going to focus more on the international stay, on the club, my club career. A lot of people think he's added so much weight and he needs to do a lot to get back to where he used to be. Eden Hazard, of course, a great player any day, anytime. But then he's saying, no more international football for me, at least for now. Alright, of course, still the Magic Station. We take a break right now. Yes, we got to pay some bills. When we come back, it's going to be straight to the World Cup. Of course, we look at the stories coming out from the World Cup. We already know the quarterfinalists, the 8 teams left in the tournament. The likes of Argentina, the likes of the Netherlands, the likes of France, England, the likes of Portugal, Brazil. I mean, what a lineup it is as far as the World Cup is concerned. Who says this is not being a great World Cup? Definitely it's been. And when we come back, of course, we shall take you all the way to Qatar where we've got the World Cup to talk about. Stick around. It's the Magic Station 102.9.
Crystal on this. We are 102 the line in the air. Magic City, ready up. Number 1 in the air. Magic City, so we are 102 the line in the air. Magic City, ready up. Number 1 in the air. Magic City, now you're with us. Turn on your radio. That says so. A boss on this one, man. With your boy, Cristalio.
Hello, my name is Crystal, and you're listening to Magic 102.9 Abba.
Nurse Julie, I need you to go get Nightingale Towel Underpads.
Matron Abby, but I've not heard of Nightingale Towel Underpads.
Nightingale Towel Underpads are water-absorbing underpads that prevent spillages and leakages from pregnant women and sick patients. They also help our birthing mothers rest more comfortably.
Wow! Matron, you don't have to say more. I'm heading out to procure Nightingale Towel Underpads for the clinic. These leakages must stop by Nightingale or by force.
Nightingale Towel Underpads are disposable bedding underpads made with soft, comfortable and absorbent cotton materials designed to protect from bed sores and infections that may come from soaked beds and beddings. Nightingale Towel Underpads, protection for every bed.
Your pikin don land. Hello. No dollo. Give your pikin breast milk sharp inside 1 hour where you born am. Make it take drink that first yellow milk where then they call colostrum. That first yellow milk colostrum gets everything where your pikin need. Plus say go protect your pikin against yamayama disease. No forget give your pikin breast inside the first 1 hour when you born am. This message now from ARIM Project, Federal Ministry of Health.
When you cannot go to work because of cold and catarrh. When cold and catarrh want to spoil your day, not mix and grape for effective relief from cold and catarrh. Mix and grape, no more cold, mix and grape, no more cold and catarrh. Mix and grape, just keep your day. Mix and grape, more cold, mix and grape.
Orange Drugs Limited they distribute Mixagrape. If symptoms never stop after 3 days, make you waka go see your doctor. Mixagrape, don't skip your day.
Mixagrape, don't skip your day. Mixagrape, more cold, Mixagrape, effective reliever. Mixagrape, and catarrh. Mixagrape, for young and old, Mixagrape.
Becky, come and have your cereal.
Mommy, can I have my cereal with Moron Glucose D, please?
Can I have some in my tea, please?
Of course, darling. As a mother, I choose Monroe Glucose D as the sweetener for all my family's cereal and beverages because it not only gives my family instant energy, Monroe Glucose D is enriched with calcium and vitamin D. When you're buying, look out for the Monroe Glucose D logo on the pack to ensure that you're getting premium quality. Monroe Glucose D is manufactured by Brand Monroe Limited.
Instant energy fast.
This is the story of Zainab. She starts her day with a good meal and support her system with the Zenja 1, Didion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12. She is mentally and physically ready for the day's work.
Hi, Joe.
Good morning, Zainab. And is always at her best at work.
Pass me the script, please.
And even at play. Didion syrup of hemoglobin comes with vitamin B12 and protein to help fight against anemia, mental and physical fatigue. Just 2 spoonfuls of Didion's taken straight or mixed with your favorite beverage keeps you in top form all day. Unleash the champion in you. Take Didion's.
To be healthy, strong and active, I say. Take Didion's.
Didion's syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12. The power to unleash. Please read the product leaflet.
Ovaltine 3-in-1. Smart choice for smart kids.
Do you know that the Special Control Unit Against Money Laundering, SCUMO, of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has been empowered by the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022 to monitor and supervise activities of all professions and businesses to prevent money laundering, terrorist financing, and other illicit activities? Do you know that it's illegal for any individual or corporate body to accept or make any cash payment that exceeds 5 million naira and 10 million naira respectively, except through a financial institution? Please note that failure to comply with these provisions attract a fine of 250,000 naira for each day during which the offense continues, and suspension, revocation, or withdrawal of license by appropriate licensing authority as circumstances may demand. SCUMO, securing Nigeria's business environment. Do not say you were not warned. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Reason this matter. Think of Ogbonge football with the greatest them. You fit enjoy Qatar 2022 games in Pidgin, Igbo, Yoruba and Hausa. This jolly now for everybody.
Now so, it's now World Football Yakata. Sharp, go get your Go TV decoder, Go Tenor, plus 1 month jolly for 4,900 naira today. Jolly Yakata.
What a decider! What a goal from the boy wonder!
Mavis, this your son will be a football star. When does he train? What time does he even wake up?
Breakfast time.
Eh?
No. He wakes up earlier, but when I give him Milo with breakfast, that's when I see that the champion in him is awake.
Don't just wake up your child. Wake up the champion in him. Let Milo Active Go and the natural goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa help wake up the champion in your child and get 50 grams free in every 400 grams bag you buy. Hurry! Grab yours now.
Christmas time, tasty time with Mama all the way. One tasty meal to share with family and friends. Oh, Mama all the way. So have yourself a nourishing Christmas with Mama tasty meal.
Ho, ho, ho! Have a deliciously nourishing Christmas with Mama Dor.
Mama all the way. So have yourself a nourishing Christmas with Mama tasty range.
Austin, my God!
My brother.
See as customers full your shop remain. No be the same time me and you open shop.
Oh boy, I beg. Cut soap for me now. Cut soap, ke? My soap na Grobies o.
Grobies? Na name of soap be that?
Grobies na package from Keystone Bank wey dey support small businesses dem to grow.
How now?
Grobies go sama you with better business and financial advice. Business loan wey get low interest rate dem, plus you go get free pass to their free SME Academy, zero maintenance fee and boku like that.
Na better soap be this Grobies o.
Where you dey rush go?
I dey go get my own Grobies account from Keystone Bank to make my own business begin grow.
Visit the nearest Keystone Bank to get started. Keystone Bank, we grow together.
Introducing the new Onga Jollof Seasoning Powder. It's the new Jollof Taste Maker, made to give your jollof rice that rich jollof rice taste and aroma that's really hard to resist.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Are you having challenges buying the original Fair and White cosmetics?
Now your worries are over. Just scratch the foil on the pack of every Fair and White range of quality cosmetics you buy to reveal a mobile authentication PIN. Send the PIN to 38353 and get instant confirmation of its originality.
And that's Fair and White's way of ensuring our customers get the usual high quality range of Fair and White cosmetics.
Fair and White quality range of cosmetics are available in Fair and White Original, Gold, So White, exclusive with vitamin C and more.
Fair and White quality range of cosmetics, your beauty partner.
I let go, where everything is possible. On my way, oh, nothing can hold me back. I let go, kulele. On my way, oh, to my next level with
They push and they go, not tire until die or hustle blow. Like a Sarah, make nothing stop you.
Oh yes, this season, turn up for the Eva Good Life promo. You can be one of the 18 lucky winners every week with a grand prize of 500,000 naira. To participate, buy Eva Wine. Check under the foil to reveal the crown code. Simply send Good Life to the WhatsApp 0913-355-5308 or DM our Instagram at EvaWineNigeria.com. Upload a picture of the crown code and type in your code number to enter into the weekly draws. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Eva Wine Nigeria to catch the weekly draws. 10 people will win 20k each, 5 people 50k each, 2 people 100k each, and 1 person gets 500,000 naira every week. Promo runs from December 5 to January 15, 2023. Hurry now to the nearest store for your Eva Wine. Terms and conditions apply. Eva Wine. Live well.
Yeah! Anytime you feel cold and cut out, take Procol. Procol now, better melody. Take Procol for effective relief from cold and cut out. Everywhere you go, take Procol. Take Procol.
Procol as paracetamol and phenylephrine for effective relief from cold and catarrh. If symptoms persist after 3 days, go see your doctor. Procol is distributed by Orange Drugs Limited and endorsed by the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria. Procol, relieve cold and catarrh.
Take Procol.
On my way, I got one question for you. Shall you know say better sleep they improve how you dey live? If you rest for better phone like Muka phone, you go enjoy your life, you go battle yourself, for play or for work, Muka phone. Now we can dey walk, quality guarantee, Muka phone. Satisfaction assured, medical endorsement, we get them, we don't pay our dues. Affordable product, we confirm now. Muka phone me, Muka phone na correct. Muka phone na baba, Muka phone na forest. So Muka no get yawa. If you talk of comfort, if you talk of rest, if you want value for your money, now Muka phone me,
Muka, adding comfort to life since 1959.
Adanna, biko bịa ka ị ṅụọ cereal gị.
Mama, biko enwere m ike itinye tomorrow glucose D na cereal m?
Nke biko enwere m ike itinye tomorrow glucose D na tea m?
N'obi m dịka onye nne m bụ ọ bụ mụrụ glucose D na-edozi ahụ bụ ihe ụtọ m ji na-etinyere ezinụlọ m na cereal, tea na ihe ọṅụṅụ ha niile, maka na ọ bụghị naanị na ọ na-enye ezinụlọ m ume, ọ na-enye ha ume iji mee ihe ọ bụla ha nwere ime kwa ụbọchị. Mụrụ glucose D jupụtara na calcium na vitamin D. Ya bụ mgbe ọbụla ị chọrọ ịzụ mụrụ glucose D, hụ na o nwere akara mụrụ n'iko ya iji hụ na ị na-enweta ezigbo ya. Ọ bụ ụlọ ọrụ Brian Muro Limited mepụtara Muro Glucose D.
Instant energy fast.
Live the life, respect the music, and keep your radio locked in.
Magic 102.9 ABBA, transforming lives through the airwaves.
boy, I dey watch, I dey cool, I dey chill, I go even win for this World Cup. Now wow, you know fit beat this one. Right Choice Electronics, na you be oga biko. Yes, for this World Cup, Right Choice Electronics with Qatar 2022 combo sales and seasons bumper raffle draw, they make am a football fiesta to remember for them customers. Rush now to Right Choice Electronics showroom wey dey for LG House, 66 Azikiwe Road, Aba, 180 Fox Road and 58 Asa Road, Aba. Buy any product wey you like and you fit win the star prize wey be brand new keke napep. Second prize na giant side-by-side refrigerator. Third prize na ogbonge 55 inches smart TV plus HTRM consolation prizes. E never end o. Right Choice Electronics dey give free DSTV and GoTV decoder sale to customers wey buy selected models for TVs, and then they even recharge DSTV and GoTV for the customers wey buy other TVs. Boy, with this package, man no fit miss any action at all for this World Cup o. The more you buy, the greater be your chance to win the brand new keke napep, side-by-side refrigerator, 55 inches smart TV. As you dey buy, abeg make you collect your raffle ticket for the raffle draw wey go be for 18th February 2023. This offer go last from 8th November 2022 go reach 18th February 2023. But remember, the World Cup combo sales and seasons bumper raffle draw prizes now for only Right Choice customers who buy from LG House, 66 Azikiwe Road, Aba, 180 Fox Road, Aba, and 58 Asa Road, Aba. For more tori, make you bring 0809 085 0118 or 0901 608 4977. Terms and conditions apply o. Right Choice Electronics, now the source where you fit trust.
Well, of course, it's all about the World Cup. The boys finally separated, from the men, the final 8 standing. This segment of the show is proudly brought to you by Right Choice Electronics, situated at number 66 Azikiwe Road, about the LG House, the LG showroom. You know what I'm talking about. But they are no longer at the other office on Azikiwe. You must take note of that as well. They are also on number 180 Fox Road, Aba, and about number 58 Asa Road, Aba. The World Cup promo is on right now. Free DSTV and GoTV decoders for purchase of select TV models. Free recharge card for other products as well. How beautiful can this be? Well, raffle draw holds on the 18th of February 2022. All you need to do is walk in there, get yourself a product, and demand for your raffle ticket and be part of the draws that take place next year. The first prize, keke napep, a brand new keke napep. Second prize is a side-by-side refrigerator, and the third prize is a smart television, 55-inch TV, plus other fantastic prizes to be won as well. For Right Choice are also the super dealers for multi-choice. You can get DSTV decoders, GoTV decoders, and also have your accounts recharged as well. Well, the Predict and Win series, of course, is also on. We shall run that in the final 8. In the quarterfinal stage, of course, we shall return with it in the next couple of days. At Right Choice, you can get quality products like LG, Hisense, Scanfro, Stemoco, Median, and other brands that you are very, you're setting up. Then the after sales service is also top notch. They repair, they also give you warranty and also advise you accordingly. And guys, guess what? Accident insurance also applies from transit to your home for 12 months. Like you buy a product from them, transit insurance applies as well. What are you waiting for? Well, hit them up on 0809 0850118. That is 0809 0850118 or 0901 608 4977. 0901 608 4977. Terms and conditions apply. Of course, this is all brought to you by Right Choice Electronics. But let's talk about one or two stories that from the World Cup scene before we take you straight to Doha. Qatar West Hamid will be standing by in a bit. Well, Kyle Walker says he will not roll out a red carpet for Kylian Mbappe, but England will have more concerns than just one player in their World Cup quarterfinal tie against France. England, they faced France in the last 8 in Qatar on Saturday from 8 p.m. Nigerian time in the first knockout match between the two nations at the major tournament. Mbappe, 23 years old, is the tournament's leading scorer with 5 goals in 4 games. Kyle Walker said, I understand what I need to do, and that is to stop him. It's easier said than done, but I don't underestimate myself. He is a fantastic player in great form. It is not going to be an easy task, but as a professional footballer, you want to play against the best, and I think he is one of the best, if not the best in the world at the moment. The words of Kyle Walker about Kylian Mbappe. Well, Walker is familiar with Mbappe, having come up against the Paris Saint-Germain forward with Man City in the previous 2 Champions League campaigns. City won 2 and lost 1 of the 3 meetings in which both players featured, and Mbappe has admitted that he found facing Walker challenging. On the Frenchman's comments, Walker said, "That's nice to hear because he had a tough game against me. I know he's a top player, but we are not playing tennis. It's not a solo sport, it's a team sport." The words of Kyle Walker as we get set, of course, for the big one tomorrow, or the big one on Friday and Saturday. Well. What a tournament it's been, really. And Croatia ready to challenge terrifying favourites Brazil in their World Cup quarterfinal on Friday, says manager Zlatko Dalic. Dalic's side came through extra time 3 times in the knockout rounds at the 2018 World Cup before losing 4-2 to France in the final. Croatia beat Japan in the last 16 on Monday on penalties following a 1-0 draw after extra time. And it says Brazil is the favourite. Well, we're trying to establish the connection with Samid, but the network is just not friendly tonight. Really, I don't know what's happening. But we'll keep trying. Hopefully, we get connected to Samid. But in this segment of the show, brought to you by Right Choice Electronics, we want to say special thanks to them, of course, for being our partners and ensuring that we bring you the very best of the World Cup stories. There's things happening behind the scenes and the things happening just before you on your plastic screens. Guess what? Their outlets are very, very accessible. 68 Azikiwe Road, LG House, 180 Fox Road, and number 58 Asa Road. What are you waiting for? Raffle tickets for every product you buy, exclusive to Right Choice Electronic customers. If I were you, I'd jump on this one. Sharp, like they say. So it's about time, guys. Let's bring you on board while we try to wait for Samid. Let's get you on board. 0809 555 1029, 0809 666 1029, and 0907 677 1029. I got a caller here. Hello, good evening to you. Hello, good evening. Okay, appears in the network not very friendly tonight, but you can keep your calls coming in. Definitely would like to hear from you on the show. Not forgetting our WhatsApp platform as well. In a bit, I'll be going there as well to look at what you have for me on that part of it. This one says CR7 is becoming too arrogant. He wants to be playing all the games and setting the team backwards. He should learn to calm down. Let the young bloods continue to do the nice job they've been doing. Ogwago texting from 7 up there. And says Ronaldo is becoming so arrogant. Good evening, OJ Ferrari. Spain lost on purpose against Japan so they could play Morocco and avoid Croatia, thinking it would be a straight through to the quarterfinals. But they received the shock of their lives against Morocco. Never underestimate your opponent. Morocco to beat Portugal by 1-0 in the quarterfinals. Charles from Howell's Crescent, texting in there, he says, well. Morocco to beat Portugal. Well, Prince Law says it could only be a team from the North African side that could upstage Spain. And congratulations to Morocco for not collapsing like almost all African countries. But I'm not sure Morocco can push aside Portugal in the quarterfinals. But that's his comment here. Hello, good evening to you. You're welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, this is not very clear. Comrade Bonky. Hello. Well, sorry, not a very clear call there. You might have to call back. Sorry. Hello, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
This is Chibo.
Bonky, I'd be lying if I said I was understanding whatever you're saying. I'm so sorry. Maybe you call another line. Maybe you try another line. Sorry about that. 0809 555 1029, 0809 666 1029, 0907 677 1029. Yes, those are our numbers. Hit us up. Let's get to talk about the World Cup and other things. Football. Yeah, hello, good evening to you.
Hello?
Good evening to you.
Yeah, okay, good evening. Look, I'm very happy for Morocco, what they are doing there in the World Cup.
Okay.
And they have been an African country that has tried a lot. So I'm giving kudos to them. And if Q is not taken, they are going to appear on the finals and get that World Cup. Thank you very much.
Okay, it says Morocco to the finals. Interesting there. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's see if we can quickly use the next few minutes that we have to get connected with Samid. Hello, Samid.
Oh, good evening to you, OJ. I don't know if you can hear me clearly.
Well, it's been so difficult getting you connected. How you doing, man?
I'm very fine. Network, past few days has actually been hectic, but we're good, we're fine, and we're pushing.
Okay, well, the boys have been separated from the men, or the men from the boys. I don't know which one. And then you look at the pack there. France versus England stands out for me. Which one stands out for you?
A lot stands out, OJ. I mean, it's the quarterfinals of the FIFA World Cup, and at this stage in time, you never can tell where the pendulum will be swinging. It's interesting that, at least for now, we will have the teams that will be playing in the next FIFA World Cup. Netherlands-Argentina is actually quite a strong one, if I must say, because for the Orange Boys of Netherlands, they have an opportunity with the beautiful, sleek kind of football they play. They have an opportunity to get over the Argentines, who have not really been convincing for me in this tournament. I'm a big fan of Lionel Messi, but if truth has to be told, I'm not sure they've actually lived up to expectation. But for the Orange Boys, led by, Louis van Gaal, I think, they've played sleek, beautiful, sexy football, and they've also been able to mash out that with a good defense line. Nathan Ake and Virgil van Dijk of Liverpool have actually been able to do a yeoman's job. So, yes, my money is on that game. You also mentioned, the Les Bleus of France and, of course, the Three Lions of England. And that is going to be a mouth-watering encounter, OJ. Without, any fear or favor, I think this is certainly going to be who is Europe's finest at this point in time. For the Orange Boys, Didier Deschamps, he has an opportunity again to play in another semi-finals of the World Cup, something he did not too long ago, about 4 years ago in Russia. He probably wants to do that again, in the Arab world. But fingers are crossed. The Three Lions of England as well. We saw a very young Three Lions of England 4 years ago. Those boys now have matured to men. Those boys are playing good football. They've also brought in a couple of players who have broken into, the team, say, the last 3-4 years. The Bukayo Sakas of this world, the Mason Mounts of this world, the Jude Bellinghams of this world. There is also, Conor Gallagher of this world. So these boys are playing so well. Raheem Sterling, unfortunately, is not part of the party anymore. So I do not know how it's going to be. But Gareth Southgate has actually been able to lead his side up until now. We saw them at the Euros. They played in the finals of the Euros, in their home country, lost to, Italy in that one. And they also played in, they played in the semi-finals, of last year's World Cup. I finished fourth behind Belgium. So they have another opportunity, to get into the semi-finals of the tournament. But OJ, it's a very, very steep mountain to climb. I don't know where I'll be placing my money on. Another quality, a game I would like to see is one involving former finalists of the last World Cup in Croatia. They'll be up against the Seleção of Brazil. And if you've noticed the trend, how they've gone through the phases from the group stage up until the round of 16, you would say they are no more underdogs. I mean, when you play in the finals, there's certain kind of confidence that comes with it, and I think that is how they will approach the game. I told you and I spoke to you about the Brazilian attack a couple of days ago and how very, very interesting they look, and boy, they showed that in their last game. So let's see how that pans out. And of course, the only African team remaining is certainly going to be the Atlas Lions of Morocco, and they'll be in action as well. So they will take on Portugal, former European champions, led by Cristiano Ronaldo, who unfortunately was maybe not part of the 6 goals scored yesterday. But let's see how that pans out. But interesting time, it is. And boy, it's looking really, 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 really good. as far as the FIFA World Cup is concerned.
Okay, let's talk about some of the fallout from the tournament itself. Some players are probably playing the last of their World Cups ever, and only today Eden Hazard announced his retirement from international football. I'm sure it's going to be one player the world would miss at the international stage.
Of course, Eden Hazard. There is also the talk of some other players quitting after the World Cup, and that includes the two notable names have played football and have held football hosted in the last 15 years or thereabouts. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay. But for Eden Hazard, okay, to be very honest with you, I mean, I saw this coming. There was no need to talking about it. He's not been the Eden Hazard of 4 years ago. The Eden Hazard, that took us by storm. He was the golden boy, yeah? He was almost untouchable somewhat at the last World Cup. But look at where he is today. So managers have actually also, called it quits. So, I mean, we'll probably just have to wait up until the finals of the World Cup to talk in length, about some of these names, because truth is, a lot of them will not be coming back to the World Cup. They played their last games as far as international football, is concerned, and we cannot wait to see some of the notable names, that will join them. I do not know if the Belgian big man is going to be part of those that will be playing the next 4 years. I'm talking Romelu Lukaku. I don't know if what's his name, the defender Jan Vertonghen, is going to be part of the squad that will be. So I mean, there's quite a notable names that we'll probably not see at the next World Cup. But for now, we still have a lot of games to go. And until we exhaust these games, maybe we should just keep it to those guys that will probably be doing us pretty proud at the World Cup.
All right then. Well, Sami, thank you so much. A time fast spent. We need to go right now. I'm sure we'll get connected with you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Uche, for having me.
All right, that's Samid all the way from Qatar. Of course, with love, covering it from Magic 102.9 FM. But this segment of the show brought to you by Right Choice Electronics. Of course, special thanks one more time to them for this wonderful partnership we're having. So if you need any of your household appliances, you know the place to be. Right Choice is the place.
Aha! Egwuregwu football eji ama ọka ibe na mba ụwa akwụwala ọzọ Qatar 2022 Right Choice Electronics ọka ibe akwadola kwụpụtakwa nke dara ụda ime Qatar 2022 echefu ahịa combo Qatar 2022 na seasons bumper raffle draw onye m lekwa charachara keke na pep ihe nrita nke mbụ ịgba nda side by side fridge nrita nke abụọ lee nụta ntam 55 inches LED TV nrita nke atọ na ihe nrita ndị ọzọ eji eti ndị ahịa aka n'obi ọ bụbela o Right Choice Electronics na-enyekwa DSTV na GoTV decoder n'efu ma nyekwa recharge dị na DSTV na GoTV n'efu mgbe igoro TV na ọba ahịa Right Choice Electronics ji ihe ndị a na-asị lerewa World Cup na uju ya ngwa ọsọsọ gawa na ọba ahịa Right Choice Electronics dị na LG House 66 Azikiwe Road Aba 180 Fox Road Aba na 58 Asa Road Aba gaa zụrụ ezi ahịa ma werekwa raffle tiketi gị nke nwere ike ime gị onye nrita keke na pep fridge TV maọbụ ihe ọma ndị ọzọ raffle draw wụ na 18 February 2023 onyinye nke a si na 8 November 2022 wee ruo na February 18 2023 chetakwa na ihe ọma ndị a ga-erute gị aka sọsọ mgbe ị zụrụ ahịa na ọba ahịa Right Choice Electronics dị na LG House 66 Azikiwe Road Aba 180 Fox Road Aba na 58 Asa Road Aba ịchọọ ịma karịa biko kpọọ 0809 085 0118 maọbụkwanụ 0901 6084977 terms na condition dịkwa n'ime ya. Right Choice Electronics ahịa ọma anyị si n'eziokwu.
This is Magic 102.9 FM. Let's do the magic.
Okay, you're welcome back to the show, the closing stages of the show tonight. Well, also Francis Namani on Facebook says he's watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State. Good evening, OJ Ferrari and all the Magic FM sporting crew. Honestly, Morocco is making Africans proud. They will definitely triumph over Portugal to book a ticket to the semi-finals. Well, Sunny Side says, nice work for one-man squad. OJ, you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. And he says, I wish Morocco all the best. Okay, all the best since Senegal is out. Up Rangers of Enugu, up Magic FM, up Man United, up Manchester, he said. He didn't put United. I don't know if it's City or United, but it says Bonsoir from Dakar, Senegal. Okay, and that's about it really on the show tonight. If we do not have, we have one more comment here from the WhatsApp platform. Comrade Bonki Unyegazi, what he's been trying to reach us for a while. He says, texting from Fox Road about Hazard calling it quit. As far as international football is concerned, it's a good one. I must think he has lost and he needs to concentrate more on his club football in order to get back to his best. Okay, and like when he was at Chelsea. As for the World Cup, nobody's giving my darling English team a chance. But I must tell you, we're here in Qatar to make a statement. England to win the World Cup. That's from my comrade Bonki Onyegazeri. Well, that's about it this night for the show. Well, thank you so much, guys, for being a part of it. God willing, we'll make a return tomorrow morning, 7:30, with the sports show. Of course, the National Sports Festival and every other gist out there in town. You don't want to miss it, right? Thank you once again for being a part of it. My name is Jude Ochang. Bye-bye now.
AFED Day, AFED Day, AFED Day. The Association for Formidable Educational Development, AFED, cordially invites all members, proprietors and proprietaries of private schools in Abia State to her AFED Day celebration. Date, Thursday, 8th December 2020.